thought the smog in LA was bad.
Yeah, I don't think we should be breathing this air.
It's gamma radiation. It's fine to breathe, as far as I know.
Yes, but it gives the sky quite a beautiful tinge of color, doesn't it?
Like the sky before a storm.
Anyone want to tell me what I'm looking at?
The storm is almost here.
And so is the midnight sun.
The prophecy is almost complete.
Chthon is making his way into our dimension.
Not if I have anything to do with it.
Let's go inside. We have work to do.
Evil doesn't take time off. Neither should we.
Time to take it to the next level.
Just give me a target.
I think we've got something for everyone. Do your thing.
Shield's saying the green skies are just a normal atmospheric event?
This is not an Avengers-level threat.
I don't remember being consulted on that decision. Do you, Steve? After this, I am so done with clandestine quasi-government organizations.
Cover up or not, we have to present a united front and follow Fury's play.
Yeah, hard pass. We gotta tell the world the truth, or we lose the trust of anyone with a camera or access to social media, which, last I checked, is the population of Earth.
Woof, I've been there. Nobody cares about the truth. Nobody believes a primordial god is about to wake up and devour the universe.
We believe it.
Because you've seen it, Rogers. But I remember calling the Avengers hotline with the same story and getting nowhere. Everyone laughed at me. Well, not everyone. I still haven't heard back from Cloak and Dagger. This is no time to quibble over PR statements and cover-ups.
Nico's right. We can contradict S.H.I.E.L.D. and tell the truth, but most people aren't going to buy it.
Save the damage control spin for after we banish Chthon. If we banish Chthon.
My metal. Wanda, Hydra is everywhere right now. People are dying. I honestly don't know what to do. Do we let innocent people die while we make a move against Lilith, or try to save as many people as possible before we confront her?
You're asking me for advice?
I am. Really close to Lilith.
Help as many people as you can.
Don't you think she's using it as a decoy while she completes the prophecy?
The opposite, actually. Now that the midnight sun is here, Lilith is counting on us confronting her right away. But the thing is, she needs us to confront her to make the prophecy come true. So, we have time to save as many people as possible. And that's exactly what we should do.
Then that's what we will do.
And it was glowing this way when you walked in here?
Yes, it's like something flipped it on. As if it's preparing for the midnight sun.
I think that's precisely what it's doing.
It knows its owner is coming back to pick it up, and it wants to look good.
Yes, that's an excellent way to put it.
I know a thing or two about magic artifacts, especially if they're swords.
So I have observed. Perhaps when we take a breather, you can explain to me exactly how your portal spell works. It appears to be quite effective.
You want to talk shop? You got it. But watch yourself. I might end up becoming the Sorcerer Supreme one of these days.
I don't feel threatened. In fact, nothing would make me happier.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? This is some of my best work. Find more coil, send it my way.
Ready for more? Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here.
An enhanced spell. Most welcome.
The Chaos Magic's power grows.
Peace.
Hunter, we should, I should speak with you about what you did to me.
Is that an accusation?
Of course not. I am grateful, of course. It has been so long since I've thought for myself. I was so focused on understanding what was happening with the Hulk. That obsession was how I stumbled onto her. And by then it was too late. I always thought myself capable of... well, doesn't even matter. I made a choice, and the world paid for it. The Hulk is not to blame for once. All this destruction was the work of Bruce Banner.
Bruce, Lilith's influence is supernatural. You cannot fault yourself for succumbing.
No, I will not be absolved of this. I sought her out, not the other way around.
Did you know what you were seeking?
Well, no. But the result was the same. I can still sense her, you know. Even though you freed me from her influence, she still resides in my head.
How? I removed the stain of Lilith's corruption.
My irradiation keeps me attuned to her thoughts and feelings. Not all of them, but enough. At this moment, her excitement grows as the prophecy nears its end.
Does the link go both ways? Does your presence threaten the Abbey?
The Abbey is open to her, Hunter. She can breach it whenever she desires.
That cannot be possible.
When Wanda chased you and the others through Limbo, she pierced the Abbey's barrier. That was all Lilith needed to enter.
If she has known that long, why not attack the Abbey directly?
Haven't you figured it out? She doesn't want to win.
That is impossible.
It's the only explanation. There were so many times she could have killed you all. I encouraged her to do so, more than once, but Whatever her plans entail, they involve more than just killing the lot of you. Of us.
Dr. Banner.
Please, call me Bruce.
Bruce, in all the time I have known you, I realize how little I know about you. Would you mind telling me about yourself?
Not at all. My life is an open, irradiated book.
May I ask you about the Hulk?
Of course.
When did you first transform into the Hulk?
Years ago, I worked on a device based on Howard Stark's original gamma accelerator. There was an accident, and I soaked up so much radiation I should have died on the spot. Instead, it unleashed a green-skinned manifestation of rage from within me. When I came to my senses, I realized what I'd become. I knew I couldn't be around people. To lose control like that, it still terrifies me. Yet, when I become angry or subjected to intense pain, Bruce Banner retreats for the duration.
Are you and the Hulk different people, or is he an aspect of your personality?
I've heard contradictory conjecture from hundreds of experts. You see, I'm psychologically fascinating. Everyone has a pet theory. At this point, I think of the Hulk as a different person. Yet I also take full responsibility for his actions. It's why I betrayed him so deeply by working with Lilith. I'm supposed to be the responsible one. In a way, I'm his keeper. He doesn't really understand what happened, but I decided on his behalf, like I always do, and very nearly killed his friends.
I had questions about the Avengers.
Go ahead.
What led the Hulk to join the Avengers?
The way Tony tells it, they spent so much time stopping the Hulk from destroying cities, they offered him a job so they could keep tabs on him. But really, they need Bruce Banner. Yes, the Hulk is good to have around when Ultron attacks or Skrulls invade, but my expertise gives the Avengers a crucial edge.
And what is that?
I plan ahead, develop contingencies and worst-case scenarios, solve impossible equations. I'm the only one who thinks it all through. Well, I was.
What do you think of your fellow Avengers?
Before all this, the Hulk and I respect Steve. Strange is fine, but he can aggravate the Hulk. Carol and I don't see eye to eye about where the Avengers should focus our efforts. Still, we're friends outside of work. Plus, she knows how to make Hulk laugh. And Thor, I always appreciate his crass charm. The Hulk likes him because he doesn't need to pull his punches when they're play fighting.
What about Tony?
Ah, Tony. He knows full well the Hulk can reduce him to a fine salsa mist. Yet he constantly pokes and prods. You'd think he was trying to provoke me. But we both respect him for that. He treats us like any other person. He knows what we are, and he's not afraid.
Will the Avengers forgive you for what you did?
Usually I wake up to discover what terrible damage the Hulk has caused. The team always understood and supported me in their way. It's a very different situation. You ask if they will forgive me? I don't know if they should.
But is it possible?
It's possible. But if so, it won't be soon. Nor should it be.
Thanks, Bruce.
Thank you, Hunter. It took me far too long to find my place. I'm glad it was here.
Hunter, we need to talk in the Forge immediately.
Hunter, we don't have a lot of time.
I feel the knowledge behind every word you say.
Our time has almost run out, Hunter. If we're ever going to find out what this God Killer can do, Tony and I need to start researching it now.
I know you and Tony will be able to find something helpful. Because the alternative
Is too grim to consider.
All right, then let us find out what this god killer is all about.
Excellent. You know what to do at the anvil. Please get us started, Hunter. Until next time.
There you are, Hunter. I need to speak to you. So, the Midnight Sun has arrived, despite our best efforts, threatening to end the lives of millions.
And Chthon is threatening to consume the whole planet, ending even more.
Yes, I know. But as Wanda so compassionately pointed out, there are people in desperate need of help out there. Our help. It's my strong opinion we should save as many souls as possible before confronting Lilith.
I agree. Life is too precious. We must save everyone we can.
I thought you'd agree.
Hydra is everywhere. Where should I go first?
That's up to you. But I do want you to bring Banner. He needs to get back out there, get some wins, before our final showdown with Lilith.
Ever since I learned of the Hulk's existence, I have dreamed of fighting side by side with such a warrior.
Well, now is your chance. I will leave the final decision to you, but you know my opinion. Oh, and Hunter, happy hunting. Don't just stand there. There are lives out there that need saving. You're not far from a Hydra data drop used by their field operatives, a potentially valuable source of new intel on their movements.
My sisters and I will soon be rewarded.
Looking at Hulk!
I believe Stark and Carol have done most of the legwork, but you still need to access those consoles to retrieve the data.
Let's knock it out. waiting.
Sustain us!
Good one!
Doesn't this happen to you like every day? I'm gonna get you for that.
Hulk will get you!
We can wait no more! We will not be down!
More souls come for judgment. I am waiting.
You need this more than I do.
Hulk likes it. No getting up.
Where'd you learn that one?
Our pact will not be broken! Our prize is at hand! As she will!
You only doom yourselves.
You've recovered the data. Excellent work out there.
Anyone down for a last movie before the end of the world?
Yes. Let me log into Piotr's WatchMax Plus account.
We did this at Xavier's once. Had Ride of the Valkyries stuck in my head for a week. It was fine till the Sentinels attacked. Then it was cool.
Why do all the talking kitten cartoons have 5 hearts?
Oh, Piotr, you big softy.
Okay, the movie we're watching tonight is none other than Summer Camp Tango.
Me and Maria rehearsed every move in this film.
Yeah, my cousins forced me to watch it every summer, so I'm very much into this idea.
What shall we chat about?
Hunter, want to watch a bad 80s movie with us before we face a hungering elder god?
Entertainment on the eve of battle? Yes.
Yay, for fun! Ileana keeps the limbo fully stocked, so refreshments are a portal away, just ask. Quiet, quiet! Here we go.
Clint and Natasha always referenced the slobs against the snobs. Never understood what it meant.
Until recently, it could have been the Midnight Suns against the Avengers.
That makes Tony the snob.
And Nico is definitely the slob.
I'll own it.
Do not apply logic to a crappy 80s movie.
Hey, I didn't say anything about the shape-shifting aliens' plan to judge the dance contest. I just want to know how the slobs plan to push that much chili through the sprinkler system.
With enough pressure, you can push chili through anything. Don't ask me how I know that.
Ugh, of course the head counselor is a Russian spy.
Yup, it's an 80s movie.
How much did Soviet Russia care about teen hijinks?
More than you think.
Now that's a dance contest.
Okay, I see the appeal.
It's magical.
Magic is the one thing this movie didn't have.
But you liked it anyway because it is heartwarming pablum.
Maybe.
Heads up, Hunter.
Fascinating. Interesting.
The second Blood Gate. I should warn you, Hunter. You may find the trial ahead more difficult than I originally let on. The gods will push you harder, and you might very well fail.
And if I do?
You dust yourself off and you get back in there. Or you train, rethink your approach, and come back later, when you feel ready.
And what if I am hurt? Or worse still, what if something happened to Charlie?
Neither of you will be harmed, dear. That's not what this is about. The Elder Gods want to see what you're made of, but they're not out to get you. Well, except Cathan, but you already knew that.
Then I should make an attempt while I am here.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Just enjoy yourself. You're the only one getting an opportunity like this.
I will do my best.
Oh, and Hunter, I should mention, you'll only be able to make one attempt at the trials per night. Even the old gods grow weary of their children eventually. Good luck. When many of the Elder Gods were corrupted and became what we would call demons, the god Atum, born from Gaia herself, was set upon our world to slay these monsters. In that sense, the two of you have had a shared purpose. Fight well. He will honor you with his blessing.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Atum was unleashed and made quick work of the demons, but in the process, he became something of a monster himself. The Demogorg, the God Eater.
If this is a cautionary tale, your timing could use some work. This shall be of great help.
Just imagine how much more difficult this would be if Charlie wasn't there to join you. I think you owe her a treat after this.
They did not stand a chance. You were too weak for this fight. I am impressed. You had your chance. Your mother abandons you. Welcome assistance.
I think Blade is honestly jealous that you're getting this extra training in. And with live targets, too. that doesn't make an impression on Autumn, I don't know what will. Good work, Hunter. With a tomb's help, you shouldn't have any trouble uncovering the more elusive elements hidden throughout the grounds. Why don't you try out his blessing on that stone over there? Hunter, hello.
The son of Gaia approves. He sees our path. Intriguing. Autumn be praised. The gods are fickle. If it was here, Autumn would show me. Blessings of the goddess. The goddess must be busy. Agatha's house. Curious. See it that way. There must not be anything here. She does not see it happening. If I remember correctly, this is the grave of Will Walker, a notoriously vicious but effective vampire hunter. Blade would have liked him. Autumn, show me the way. reveals all. Must not be her purview. Autumn does not answer. Noble Ushtur guides my hand. I need to find the next moon seal. Autumn thinks otherwise. Autumn does not answer. Chthon's dark influence has tainted this well. Autumn thinks otherwise. Autumn showing the way. Something terrible happened here. This area, it feels wrong somehow. I sense an old suffering.
Members of the local coven were persecuted here. And worse.
Witches?
Salem's history with witches may have been distorted over the years, but some things are true. The witches of Salem did their best to thwart Shaw, but he rallied his congregation against them. The catalyst of the infamous Salem witch trials. When the coven called out in distress, it was Lilith and Sarah who came to their aid.
They came all the way from Transia, with the Abbey, to help a group they had never met?
You may not believe it, but I'm sure you would have done the same. Isn't that why the Sons are here today? Aside from that, your mother and Sarah both saw the signs of Chthon's influence. They knew there was more happening in Salem than the persecution of witches.
Chthon's corruption had taken root in the New World, just like the colonists themselves.
And while Lilith and Sarah were still preoccupied in Transia, they entrusted one of the moon seals to the Knights of Wondercore, who brought it to the Coven with the hope that its power would reinforce them enough to deal with Shaw.
But that is not what happened.
Unfortunately, no. When the plague came to Salem, the same one that afflicted your father, Shaw used it to further agitate his flock by placing the blame squarely on the Coven.
And the witches?
The mob was vicious. And the rest is history.
But what about the moon seal?
After the trials, the moon seal vanished along with Shaw. Without drawing any conclusions, I think we can both guess where it went.
If this was his church, then it is possible the seal is still here, or somewhere nearby.
You read my mind. Good hunting, dear.
If it was here, Autumn would show me. There must not be anything here. Autumn must not see it that way. This must be Shaw's study. She believes in our purpose. The goddess disagrees. If it was here, Autumn would show me. Is not like anything I have seen on the grounds before.
And yet, it's familiar somehow.
Like the wards of protection that Wanda invoked to protect Dr. Strange's sanctum?
Very perceptive, dear. Maybe you should approach the good doctor and see if he has any insights. And Hunter, be circumspect. Dr. Strange is no fool.
Autumn thinks otherwise. Autumn be praised. He sees the goddess must be busy. That did not work. My old fort. Caretaker was furious when she found I had built this. I never got the chance to truly know my mother. Only the monster she became. Autumn risked it all. Interesting. That is something. The son of Gaia lives.
Do you know where you're standing right now?
Yes, it was the place where I
vanquished your mother, saved the world, and made the ultimate sacrifice doing it.
So it would seem.
The details aren't the issue here. I tried my best to prepare you then. But now I understand how I failed you. I isolated you, trained you to become what I wanted you to be. And I lost you because of it.
I am proud of my sacrifice.
Well, I'm not. I treated you like you were just a weapon. But you're more than that.
more than the hunter. You're the only child I had, ever will have. Just promise me I won't lose you again.
You need to know this. I always thought of you as my real mother.
I love you too. God, I don't think I've been this emotional in years. Well, I ought to let you get back to your night. There's an abbey full of people who are waiting for you. Best to get to them before it gets too late.
Good night, Sarah.
I'll see you in the morning. Agatha and I are going to hang back here for a bit longer. You go ahead inside.
That was a nice moment between you two.
It was.
We love you like our own child, you know. When you passed, we were inconsolable for decades. We never wanted you to have to make that sacrifice. But you were always the kind of person who would die so the rest of us could live. Made the loss even harder to bear for us. You made so many sacrifices to put Lilith to rest then. I'm just sorry you have to go through it all again.
I do not mind sacrificing myself for others.
I know. That's what makes you so special.
Besides, if I do die this time around, I know you will be waiting for me on the other side.
And I will be, if it comes down to that. But I don't think it will.
Why would it be any different this time?
Because everything is different now. You won't be facing Lilith alone this time. You have friends who will fight by your side.
I did not have friends in my last life.
I'm glad you got to live again to make them. The friends you made here won't let you die this time.
You cannot assure that.
No, not for sure. But I like your chances. Just remember how loved you are, and that will get you through.
What shall we chat about? Why, hello, Hunter.
I have something for you.
Oh?
Here you are.
Wonderful. We can use it in the ritual.
I know you have a lot on your mind, dear, but if you have any more interest in exploring the grounds, you should do it before leaving on this next mission. You won't get another chance to finish our little story.
I needed that.
You can see it in the air now. Smell it in the sky. Feel it in your bones. Do you know why the sky has changed its hue to that rather radioactive shade of green? That's what it looks like when the veil between two dimensions begins to bleed together and become one. Almost like a sunset. The sun is about to go down on this dimension, and all will go dark. Hunter, I'm scared. I don't want to face him alone.
You are not scared. You are just trying to play on my better nature.
You think me insincere, after all I have done for you?
All you have done for me is put me in a casket.
That's not true. I sold my soul for you.
You... what?
It's the truth Sarah and Agatha have been hiding from you. They wanted you to hate me. So they kept the sacrifice I made for you a secret.
More lies! They would never do such a thing to me.
They would. And they did.
Why would you sacrifice your soul for me anyway?
Because you would have died if I didn't. A human and a member of the blood never had a child together before. You were the first. You were so sick. I was told you weren't going to survive. So, I made a deal with him. Your life in exchange for my soul. I gave up everything for you. My humanity, my soul, my life. Why can't you stand by my side?
You know I cannot betray those who have grown to trust me.
I thought you might say that. I just want you to know that when you fail, my offer will still stand.
Do me no favors, Mother.
Why won't you accept how much I love you?
I know you believe it, but I fear your love is a poison.
Oh, child. The world is poison. I am its antidote.
You cannot stop us, Mother. I will face you.
You always have.
guess I could show you a couple of things.
Ready to work? Later.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? Sometimes, I even impress myself. See ya, Hunter.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
Follow the laws of nature. Where there's poison, there is...
Any new leads? Central will crack the code. Now we know what they're up to. These are the current priorities.
I think I can do that for you.
See you soon.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
You kissed the mother with that mouth? Should get the blood pumping. Give the mother my regards in hell. Who's next?
It was a good try, at least. Don't feel bad. You're not ready for me yet.
Follow my
Regret that.
They're actually trying to hide from us.
lucky shot.
We're still doing this? Okay, let's hear it.
That's one hell of a move.
Still on my case here? One more time. I could have made that so much worse.
We serve until the end. For victory!
Don't try that again.
I've been waiting for this. That's gonna be fun. Take them out. If you still want it, come.
Let's do it.
think you got it?
Of chaos.
That's a neat trick. Just like the old days. You have nothing to do.
I haven't moved an inch. I'm hoping you'll learn from this, but I know you won't. I'll make this a lot worse for you.
Did you miss me? Haven't cut him loose yet. Get ready.
You've been practicing. Ready for round two. That looked like it hurt. I bet I can make you talk.
wear me down. Nice move.
I think these guys got their tactics from the back of a magazine.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Hey, boss. Could use some help.
Hunter.
I think that was our best work. Everyone did their part. I'm ready to call it a night. How about you?
I am ready to go. You heading to shop class?
I might. Swing on by.
So is that a yes, or...?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Ah, Hunter, I was just admiring the collection. Someone spent a great deal of time piecing this library together. I hope you don't mind me, having a look around.
Of course not, Doctor. The library is an asset to us all.
I see I'm not the only one who's taken an interest in these works. You haven't been getting into anything precarious, I hope?
I have found something on the Abbey grounds that I think you should see.
Oh, sounds mysterious. By all means, lead the way. I typically avoid venturing this far from the Abbey, especially at night. It makes Tony nervous, you see. Not in the "I'm concerned about your personal well-being" doctor sense. I think he's actually more afraid of what might happen to my side of the forge without proper supervision. Which, to be fair, is a valid concern. You were right to bring this to my attention, Hunter.
I thought it resembled one of your wards of protection.
There's a reason for that. It's the same magic Wanda invoked in her attempts to protect the Sanctum. But what is it that you're chasing out here? These wards aren't something to toy with.
I will not know for sure until I get past this. Is there any way to dispel it?
Unfortunately, no. What good would the wards of protection be if they were so easily broken? But I have been wrong before, at least recently. Do you have any suspicions as to who may have conjured this here?
Wanda spent a great deal of time out here, and she had the power.
She does have some experience with these spells, but why would she do that?
The only way I will know for sure is to find a way through to the other side.
I'll think on it and see if I can come up with some way to assist you, Hunter. For now, though, you'll have to be patient.
Got a minute? I know you're busy. The hunter stalks its prey. Shop class is supposed to meet tonight.
So just the two of us?
Actually, when I asked Parker, he mentioned you stopped by. Said he could convince Robbie if I could get you to show.
I'm sure everyone has something to say.
Maybe. But I already said too much. I have to fix this.
We should not keep them waiting.
Time to face the music.
So, what did you want?
A do-over? And to apologize for the last time.
It's a nice sentiment. But a do-over doesn't have much appeal for either of us.
Yeah, I don't understand why we should keep giving you chances.
You shouldn't. Not if you don't want to. But hear me out, okay? I've been the person in charge for years. When I'm stressed, I can steamroll people who never expected it, and certainly don't deserve it.
That's what assholes say. To justify their behavior so they can keep being assholes.
Half of the Avengers agree with you. Look, nothing I did was justified. I was a jerk. And I'm sorry.
Okay.
Look, when you take away all the trappings of ungodly wealth, I'm just a guy who likes to make things. None of my friends were into this stuff. I was the only kid who saw beauty in exhaust manifolds, who spent hours poring over the guts of a microprocessor. That's all I want here, to make things with friends. As long as that's still an option.
That's the whole idea behind this? Okay, here's how we make this work. Tony Stark, CEO, is banned from shop class.
But making things, Tony? The guy we're talking to right now? He can stay.
That's more than fair.
Glad that's over with. Feuding with Tony Stark is not an achievement I care to unlock. So, how about we make something new? Another day for retooling. We have a few more ideas in the backlog if you want to check them out. I finally have a use for the components you handed me. I'm ready to put this together. How about you?
I am ready.
Parker's creative drive is amazing. Seeing how he tackles a problem gives me ideas of my own. And Robbie has the right intuition when it comes to putting these prototypes together. I thought he was being overcautious, but that's a crafter's care. Wish I'd seen it earlier.
You know, I might stay for a bit more. I want to finish an adjustment to the Hell Ride. Is that it for today?
Give me a minute.
You got it.
Look, I don't want to brag, but I think this is our best work. Yeah, I know, blah blah, teamwork, blah blah blah, but still, it's impressive what we can do when we all work together.
You ready to leave?
I am ready to go.
Hey, Robbie, you got a sec?
Makes sense for Chthon to keep his weaknesses near his temple. But still, he should have just...
Well, you know what they say about practice, right?
Ready for more? Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here.
Nothing's gonna stop me now.
All right then.
Are there any curses I should be aware of? I've crossed paths with this artifact once before.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? Sometimes I can impress myself. Don't forget to write.
If I didn't know better, I'd guess this was the place that made Thor's hammer. It's good to have you around, Hunter. You don't treat me like some of the others.
How so?
America didn't exist in your time. With you, I get to be Steve from Brooklyn. Just a guy with a shield.
We are all in this fight together. Why would we not treat each other as equals?
And I appreciate it. I hope you know that. You have your own legend to deal with. That expectation must give you some trouble.
It can be hard to live up to what everyone thinks I am.
Then don't. Live up to your ideals. Everything else will fall into place. Like it or not, your words and actions carry a lot of weight. Don't lose sight of that.
Thanks. I will keep that in mind.
Sorry. Didn't mean to lecture. Let's get back to it. That was a great time. Always nice to have a sandwich out under the sun.
What is this, an old time?
Sending your friends out to fight isn't the easiest choice, but we all know what we signed up for.
I'll make it my highest priority.
Friendly neighborhood service and friendly neighborhood prices.
Bye.
You feeling all right?
If Hydra's mystics succeed in opening that rift, they'll call even more of Lilith's children to their side.
Still want to fight, Hulk?
Not fall that easily.
I am impressed.
That's one mystic out.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
out of the ritual. Almost there.
You stay down!
Mystics are digging deeper, reaching for something to call forth.
They hope to break my resolve. Maybe I should be flattered. They do not seem to be a match for us. Will heal you. This shall be of great help.
Here's one for ya.
They cannot possibly match your strength. Weak, even for Hydra.
Something forth. You need to stop them. time is out. You need to stop that ritual now.
You need this more than I do. That should... Where'd you learn that one? Watch closely.
We will never forsake her.
A blessing. Oh, I'm not gonna forget you.
No worries for Hulk.
This usually works.
A feeble effort.
This one's for you.
By my side.
Better than I expected.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
We've done it.
I wouldn't have guessed we'd become such fast friends, Hunter, but I welcome your company. Hunter, I may have found something of interest to you. The means to surmount that obstacle you were so interested in. The secret lies with the symbiote you recovered. If my suspicions are correct, it can be used to disrupt your troublesome ward in the same way that my own wards of protection fell at the Sanctum Sanctorum.
What do I have to do?
Without going off on an overly technical Starkian rant, the alien itself has a very unusual composition. Its seemingly gelatinous structure seems to interfere with the ward's resonance frequency when channeled with the appropriate magic.
You are not going to ask me to retrieve more of the creature, are you?
That shouldn't be necessary. Although a cooperative venom would be invaluable here, I think we can make do with what's left from before. I left a vial of the symbiote on my desk in the forge. If you're intent on removing the ward, take it with you, discreetly.
Thank you for pursuing this further, Doctor. I doubt anyone else could have made this kind of discovery.
You're too kind, Hunter. Besides, I think our mutual friend has done quite well in guiding you so far.
We have many mutual friends, Doctor.
Oh, I think you know the one. But don't worry, your secret is safe with me.
Well, that is reassuring, Doctor.
And now I should be getting back to my work, but do be careful out there, Hunter, and don't forget about the vial on my desk. What brings the great Hunter to see an old friend?
What's shaking, Bacon?
You really aren't what I expected.
How so?
Agatha and Caretaker told so many stories. The idea of you was nearly beyond imagining, but the actual you, rather normal.
Everyone tells me that. I think they oversold the memory of me.
If so, it wasn't by much. It shouldn't be this easy. I always pictured a gulf between us.
The other Midnight Suns only had good things to say about you. I looked forward to meeting you.
I'm sorry it was under such negative circumstances.
The real you. I do not hold Lilith's control against you. You should not hold it against yourself, either.
This is nice. It feels better than I deserve.
No, it is exactly what you deserve.
And that is?
A chance.
One of my favorite activities.
Thanks for inviting me to unwind. Apocalypses are stressful.
Will I see you at the meeting?
Maybe. Depends how bored I am.
Are you heading to the meeting?
Yeah, I'll be there shortly.
This is a distillate from the Venom symbiote. Strange thinks this will dispel the ward? Good girl, Charlie. Did you read today's book?
Of course, but you'll get nothing out of me until the meeting.
Heading to book club. Are you?
Meet you there.
Let's head over.
Yeah?
Welcome to book club.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't realize Steve knew the author. I really should have read this when he first asked.
If you haven't already, you should welcome Logan. Can we start?
I am ready.
Before we start, I want to welcome Logan to the book club. What did you think of the book?
I didn't read it.
Okay then, guess I'll start. Steve, I really enjoyed this book.
What stood out to you?
I know people have different approaches to leading others, but I never considered what drives them to do so. Take Custer. He led from the front and was mostly loved by his troops, but his drive for personal glory affected every choice he made. Eventually, Custer picked a fight he couldn't handle. His recklessness led to the death of himself and every soldier he commanded.
It was Custer's responsibility to judge what risks his soldiers would take. His decision to fight at Little Bighorn was the wrong one, but it was his duty to make it.
Yeah, I'm not losing any sleep over that. I think the biggest lesson, beyond don't be Custer, is that an outsized ego is a double-edged sword for a leader.
Also, you can't just get through life with a pretty face.
I thought you didn't read the book.
I didn't, but I picked things up from context.
I learned more about George Washington from this book than anything I was taught in school.
Yeah, that surprised me as well.
Before this, I associated him with statues, paintings, and the dustiest parts of American history. But here we see a military leader whose personal ambition was the victory of his army. He was clear-eyed about his goals and knew how to get out of his own way. Washington led from the top, though he kept counsel with various advisors. Once he made a decision, he expected his subordinates to follow his orders.
This George Washington reminds me of you.
You'd better not say it's the hair.
No, you keep counsel at Central. Once you make up your mind, you assign missions to the rest of us.
Huh. Leads like George Washington. I'll take it. More than anyone else in the book, Washington believed true leadership is a contract bestowed upon you by those whom you lead.
And that's where the book gets its title?
Right. The mantle of authority. It's something that augments you.
Which brings us to our final profile.
We really don't have to do this one.
And now I'm interested.
Steve, how long have you bugged me to read this?
Not because of the chapter on me. You all know General Phillips selected me for the Super Soldier program. For a time, he commanded me in the field, and that's why my profile is in the book. He was kind to say I led by example. Maybe that's how it used to be. But the Avengers isn't a military organization. If I gave Tony an order, he'd laugh in my face. To get anything done, I need the group's consensus. I can't give pretty speeches about the need to sacrifice. I have to show that putting in the effort today will make a better tomorrow.
It cannot be as simple as you make it sound.
Oh, it never is. It's a constant struggle, and you won't always see eye to eye. Still, I find it's absolutely worth the effort. Leadership you can gain, but trust, that you have to earn. But I find little enjoyment in talking about myself, so yeah, let's end it here.
All right, we'll call it here. Next month is Hunter. Do you have any books to suggest?
None from the past few centuries.
Then Logan could pick the next one.
Sure. The Adventures of Crash Morgan number 5, The Last Queen at Deimos.
What is that exactly?
It's about a space explorer with a ray gun, a jetpack, and a fishbowl helmet. Travels through space with a robot dog. They get in wacky adventures.
That's a classic. A buddy of mine had that in basic.
I'm always up for space nonsense.
I'm not, but that's the book. I'll give it a shot.
I'm not sure why Logan joined book club if he's not going to read the books.
You are not required to do so.
Come on, it's the principle.
I'm actually surprised Steve recommended this book.
Why?
Steve can take a compliment, but he's uncomfortable with praise. especially from someone he respects.
What did you think?
Well, the punch is decent, but there should have been a bigger spread.
I meant, what did you think about book club?
I just told you. Thumbs up for punch, thumbs down for snacks.
Well, at least Logan showed up.
You did not think he would?
I wasn't sure he'd be into book club, and I don't know what to expect from that book of his.
The name alone has me intrigued.
Maybe you're right. I should learn to roll with the unexpected.
You welcomed a resurrected demon slayer into your life. Now we read books together.
Can't argue with that. When you first joined, I wanted you to keep an open mind about book club. I owe Logan the same courtesy you showed me.
Good call.
On your way out?
Yes, I am done.
Peace.
I'm almost getting used to seeing you on your feet again. Almost.
The doctor crafted a strange brew that might bring down the ward.
Maybe he learned something new while snooping around in my library.
If nothing else, he knows about you, Agatha, that you are helping me.
He's a very perceptive man. Perhaps it's for the best. There's no sense in worrying about it now, at any rate. Let's see if you can banish this ward. Hunter, hello. Something on your mind?
Strange. He thinks it may dispel the ward in the cave behind Shaw's church.
I thought he may be onto something. He's spent quite a lot of time in the library recently.
That is something. Curious. Intriguing. Agatha, what is this?
The corrupted influence of the Elder God Chthon. But we won't be able to heal the Abbey grounds until we've recovered the Moon Seal, stolen by Hiram Shaw.
The doctor came up with something, but I am not so sure.
Try Strange's concoction on the ward.
These appear to be human bones.
I suspect we've finally found the last resting place of Hiram Shaw. Judging by the looks of this place, he was locked down here for quite some time. I can't say I pity him.
But how would he have ended up like this?
Someone sealed him in and made sure there was no chance of ever escaping.
Someone?
From what we've seen, I believe this was your mother's handiwork. She must have used the Darkhold page taken from Shaw to seal his fate. Literally. And I'm sure that means Sarah was at the very least aware of what Lilith had done.
My mother was right to do this.
I can't be so sure, but I'm certainly not feeling any sympathy for his plight.
I would hope not, considering what he did to the Coven.
I can only imagine how angry Lilith and Sarah were when they finally arrived in Salem. In some ways, locking Shaw down here almost seems merciful.
I do not see the Moon Seal here.
You're right. I don't sense its power here either. Perhaps Shaw's study deserves a closer look. There must be something we've missed.
These bones have not been disturbed in a very long time. Autumn must not see it that way. These drawings.
They're witch warrens, places where a witch might hide using magical means. Judging from the detail he put into these, Shaw must have studied the warrens for a long time before making his move.
He tortured them there.
Yes, I suspect so.
Why?
The witches wouldn't give up the moon seal. Our gift doomed the Salem Coven to an unimaginable fate. These drawings may yet be useful. I will bring them back to the library for further study. Meet me there tomorrow night.
How long did the Salem witches hide here before meeting their end? This place looks so lonely. Autumn does not answer. If it was here, Autumn would show me. Was this bowl always here? Oh, this looks like it belongs here. Almost as if it were meant to be. A perfect fit. Autumn, show me the way. Autumn reveals all. There must not be anything here. This is which sign? Autumn thinks otherwise. Interesting. The son of God approves.